On behalf of the entire academic community of the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford, I welcome you to the 2024 Honors Convocation. To the students who are being honored today, I extend warm and sincere congratulations to each and every one of you. You're being recognized because you established an outstanding record of achievement at Pitt-Bradford. We're very proud of what you've accomplished. I know that your parents and family members are also very proud of you. If you're a senior and will complete your academic work at Pitt-Bradford, we wish you well and remind you that learning doesn't end when you receive your diploma. As you begin your journey, please keep in mind that the education you received at Pitt-Bradford has given you a strong foundation upon which to build. The excellent education, mentoring, and inspiration you received here will empower you to respond to any challenge you may encounter. For those of you who aren't graduating yet, I encourage you to continue to maintain and perhaps even exceed your level of excellence as you continue your studies here. Each year, we ask a faculty member to address, from their perspective, the merits of high achievement and the value of a strong liberal arts foundation. This year, we are honored to hear from Dr. Kevin Ewart, Professor and Director of Theater. For 2.5 decades, Dr. Ewart has been a staunch advocate of the arts and the value it brings to our students' overall university experience. He has worked closely with the students to produce 2 theater productions each year that have been provocative. They've pushed boundaries. Some have introduced us to new interpretations of classical theater works. They've explored all of the elements of human experience: love, lust, betrayal, tragedy, and triumphs, all of which have made us laugh, cry, gasp, and most importantly, think. Sometimes they've moved the play to other places on campus, including Horn Hall and the President's House, to add a new element to the performance. Along the way, as the students worked on these productions, they learned how to solve problems, to critical think, to ask why and how, to work together for a common goal, all of which will prepare them to lead in their careers and their communities. In addition to serving as a mentor and a source of inspiration for our students, Dr. Ewart is a Shakespeare scholar. He has written and edited several books. His most recent is Shakespeare and Directing in Practice, which was released in 2018. Dr. Ewart also has been a member and a regular director of the Unseamed Shakespeare Company in Pittsburgh and has directed for Man Bites Dog Theater in Durham, North Carolina, where several of his shows were recognized. Dr. Ewart earned his doctorate and his master's in Shakespeare Studies from the Shakespeare Institute in Birmingham in the United Kingdom and a bachelor's degree in English from the University of Toronto. Please join me at this time welcoming our keynote speaker, Dr. Kevin Ewart.
Thank you, Dr. President Esch, for those very kind words. To all attending the ceremony, welcome. To those being honored today for your achievements that set you up as world builders, congratulations. Well done, you. Now what? I'll give you a moment to ponder that. In the meantime, I'm going to talk about a favorite artistic subject: content and form. The what and the way. What is it? What is the thing here? What's the true content of the thing? And the way to express the thing. What form might the thing best take to exist somehow in the world? The way is a container for the what. The way makes the what legible. I've been especially concerned with form and content this term, as our student production was one created from scratch, with neither form nor content yet in existence when we walked into our first rehearsal. While I'd be more than happy to discuss at length with each and every one of you the mechanics of theatrical devising, the reason I raise this here has to do with conversations I had with my students, all high achievers, around the start of this whole process. As we considered ideas and themes and images, the interests in and feelings about the world that would jumpstart our work, some striking and challenging energies forced their way into the room. There was anger and disillusionment and disappointment and anxiety, even a sense of betrayal about a world formed in an image they didn't feel good about, and futures seemingly already formed in ways they didn't appreciate. Before we could get to the form and content of a piece of theatrical world building, we had to start by wrestling with a deformed and deforming real world. No pressure. Actually, yes, pressure. Pressure was kind of the true thing in the room. Not about making a piece of theater, I knew we'd figure that out, but about living. Which is funny, because for the ancient Greeks, the theater was not a place to dish about the real housewives of Athens or to sit in superior judgment of how foolish and egotistical Oedipus or Agamemnon might be, but rather the one best place to ask, how shall we live? Shakespeare also had some thoughts on this, although they emerged from an unpromising source. If you've ever seen or studied the play, you may know Hamlet is a bit of a dick. For instance, in that scene where the prince is haranguing an experienced troupe of professional actors about, how to act, you may remember the quote about the purpose of theater, of acting, being to hold the mirror up to nature. Cool, imitation, mimesis, got it. But Hamlet, of course, goes on, royalty-splaining this one thing 3 more ways. It's also to show virtue its feature. Okay, show scorn its own image. Oh, okay, display good and bad human behavior for us to recognize, maybe learn from, and show the age and body of the time its form. Yeah, okay, show us this is what the world is like. But Hamlet, or Shakespeare, adds one more thing, a linguistic catch. Not just to fill out the verse line, because this bit's in prose. Acting, theater, art shows the age and body of the time, its form and pressure. Oh, so the world isn't just like this. The world is made like this. The pressure part is active, not set, a thing done and done to. It's about forming the world, and the world in turn forming those within it. The shaping, not just the shape of things. The great German playwright Bertolt Brecht didn't care for this speech, but he just focused on that first line, the mirror up to nature bit. Not a mirror to reflect reality, said Brecht, but rather a hammer to shape it. The thing is, that sounds like the last bit of that Hamlet speech, that we're contemplating something active, not something set and determined, to shape, to stamp, to impress, to form how we shall live. The what and the way. I asked you earlier, now what? Many of you will benefit directly from the content of what you studied here. Out in the world, you may even remember some of it, some of the what. But this term, my students were telling me that they were most acutely feeling the way, feeling themselves being shaped and constricted by the very forms and pressures of interacting with the age and body of our time. What is the age and body of our time? Unequal, unsustainable, often unjust. There's a lot of backlash in the air, a lot of anti going on. Anti-trans, anti-DEI, don't say gay, ban CRT, get those books and those drag queens out of our libraries. So it seems an opportune moment, especially since I've already mentioned Brecht, to dive into some Marxist theory, while I still can. It's not particularly onerous, it's just this. We can do better. Brecht wrote his plays with that in mind. He'd create stage scenarios to purposefully wind us up until we'd be compelled to leave the theater and break the mold of our actual deformed and deforming world and say, stop! How did we get here? There must be another way. I think this is far from moralizing and scolding. I think it is a statement of profound optimism. No one here knows exactly what you will go on to do, but we know you'll be faced with choices about the way you'll do it, the way you will shape rather than be shaped by the world. Because this is not the exclusive province of the movers and shakers, the influencers and game changers, the 1% clinging tightly to economic and social and political and cultural power. It belongs to anyone with clear eyes and a willingness to say, stop. How did we get here? There must be another way. To anyone willing to reshape the age and body of the time, not by folding under pressure, but by directing pressure towards compassion, empathy, maybe making things better. To be clear, I'm not suggesting you shouldn't punch a Nazi. You should always punch a Nazi. But for the rest of us, as musician Nick Cave says, we're all locked in a mutual dependency. Now, we can influence the shape and form of that dependency, Cave says, by testifying that things do matter, that people do have value, that respect and regard are not futile, but world-building. So good luck. Take risks in your chosen fields and give us all some better content, if you can. Take risks with your compassion and regard. Maybe shape our day-to-day into a better form. That one, I know you can. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Professor Ewart, for that very stimulating, not mind-blowing, but provoking and very important message. And I hope you take that to heart as you move forward. At this time, I would like to introduce and welcome to the podium Dr. Jeffrey Johnson, Vice President and Dean of Academic Affairs.
Good morning. Honors Convocation is an opportunity for us to recognize the accomplishments of the dedicated and talented members of our university community. Aristotle, the famous Greek philosopher, is credited with saying, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not a single act, but a habit. Today, we recognize the students who have habitually excelled during their time with us at Pitt-Bradford. Some of you demonstrated superior academic achievement by maintaining a consistently high grade point average overall. Others demonstrated scholarship in a particular academic discipline, such as chemistry, education, nursing, criminal justice, and so many others. Some of you have exhibited leadership and character among fellow students. I am pleased to announce that almost 100 students will graduate with what are called Latin honors this year. These traditional honors are cum laude, with honor, magna cum laude, with high honors, and summa cum laude, with highest honors. For those of you being recognized today and who will graduate with honors this year, I applaud your habits of excellence. I would now like to draw your attention to your program and the additional awards listed there. You will find a section that features the students who have been inducted into our honor societies this spring. As the name implies, students must have a high GPA and meet other requirements to be eligible for membership. Would all of the members of our Honors Society, both new and previously inducted, please stand for recognition? Any Honors Society members, please stand. As we have for several years, we congratulate the 2023 editorial staff of Bailey's Beads for yet again receiving high honors at the national level. Let's give them a round of applause. In your program, the External Funding Awards section includes faculty and staff who have successfully procured more than $390,000 in grant awards to the Pitt-Bradford and Pitt-Titusville campuses in the past year, allowing us to conduct research or provide expanded service. We're grateful to them for all of their dedicated service. Also, please note the Faculty Achievement section. In addition to guiding students, we honor here today members of our faculty who are noted scholars in their own right. They have conducted and presented research, published papers, books, exhibited or performed creative works, received awards, served on boards, and collaborated with colleagues from around the globe. Would all faculty members please stand, and could we give them a round of applause, please? I was thinking of a little bit more applause. We're going to want to turn the volume up just a little bit. Thank you. And finally, you will see in the back of your program the names of students who earned a spot on the Dean's List. Yes, during the past year, many of them for both semesters. All the accomplishments being recognized today exemplify that our students go above and beyond. Let's have one final round of applause for our students, faculty, and staff for upholding this high level of excellence. And I would now like to welcome Dr. James Baldwin, Vice President of Enrollment Management, to the podium.
Each year, the university's faculty, through its Senate Council, reviews the academic records of the highest achieving students in each of the 4 classes. The students with the highest academic achievement in each class are chosen to receive the Academic Excellence Award. In addition to receiving an award today, these students' names are engraved on plaques displayed outside the Office of Academic Affairs in Swartz Hall, along with the names of all past recipients. The awards for academic excellence in the freshman class go to Abigail Dean, Kendall Dunn, Wyatt Ginther, Lillian Hamels, Edward Irizarry. Madeline Kinney. Aaron Omer. Alexis Port. Chiamaka Urama. Wenqian Yu. The awards for academic excellence in the sophomore class go to Marvelous Agbanusi, Alyssa Anderson, Allie Beezer, John Ekstrom, Brianna Heller, Arnold Rodzevic, Emma Slocum, Andriy Varlamov, the award for academic excellence in the junior class goes to Brooklyn Bellavia, Jason Cochran, Anthony Joachim, Daljit Singh, Jordan Sittler, Ruby Smith, Riley Stowe, Cody Sturgeon, the graduating seniors' academic excellence awards go to Evan Baldwin, Kelsey Brown, Kayla Challingsworth, Michael Ivan Jacoby II, Jackson McManus, Rachel Mertz. Please join me in congratulating the 2024 Academic Excellence Awardees. Pitt-Bradford's Outstanding Achievement Awards are presented to the outstanding graduating seniors of each of the university's academic divisions. My apologies. Cheyenne Rose. And now please join me in congratulating the 2024 Academic Excellence Awardees. Pitt-Bradford's Outstanding Achievement Awards are presented to the outstanding graduating seniors of each of the university's academic divisions. The award recipients are selected by the faculty of each division. You'll also find these awardees' names engraved on perpetual plaques outside the Office of Academic Affairs. Presenting the Janet McCauley Award for Outstanding Student Achievement for Behavioral and Social Sciences is Dr. Helma DeVries Jordan, Associate Professor of Political Science and Chair of the Division of Behavioral and Social Sciences.
Thank you, Dr. Baldwin. This year's recipient of the Outstanding Achievement Award in the Division of Behavioral and Social Sciences is Chelsea D. Thomas. Unfortunately, she cannot be here today. She graduated in December 2023 with an environmental studies major. Chelsea's a veteran and a non-traditional student. Her professors indicate that she's an extremely thoughtful student who exemplified both a strong work ethic and academic excellence during her studies. Since graduating, she's been working for several months as a substitute teacher while applying for jobs related to her field of study, and I'm very pleased to announce that on Monday, after a very, very, very detailed process, Chelsea will be starting a new position in her field of study as a fish culturist for the Oswego State Fish Hatchery, where she will help supply several Pennsylvania counties with trout. Presenting the Biological and Health Sciences Outstanding Achievement Award along with individual awards that fall within that division is Dr. David Merwine, Associate Professor of Biology and Chair of the Division of Biological and Health Science.
Thank you, Dr. DeVries Jordan. The Biological and Health Sciences Division includes the biology program with all its affiliated pre-health professions tracks, exercise science, nursing, and radiological sciences. This year's recipient of the Outstanding Achievement Award in Biological and Health Sciences is Evan D. Baldwin. Evan will graduate summa cum laude with a bachelor's degree in biology with a minor in chemistry. His grades are simply superlative. He's been on the dean's list every semester. He is a member of the Tri Beta Biological Honor Society, has worked on 2 research projects, and he is EMT certified. Evan is an academic all-conference athlete, playing on the soccer team and serving as its captain. After graduation, Evan will attend a 5-year program at Lake Erie College of Medicine to earn a master's degree and a medical degree. Congratulations, Evan. Our nursing program operates 2 instructional sites in Bradford and in Titusville. This year's recipients of the ASN Student Nursing Awards are Megan Emerson and Olivia Reese. Megan will graduate from the ASN nursing program with honors. During her education at the Pitt-Titusville campus, Megan served as vice president for the Student Nursing Association. Her clinical instructor commented that Megan was consistent in her professional demeanor with clients and was proactive in requesting feedback for any areas of improvement. She has been successful even as she has balanced her academics with the care of her 2-year-old son. Megan will move into a nursing role upon graduation in the emergency department and ICU at Titusville Area Hospital. Megan thanks all of her professors for preparing her for her nursing career, as well as her family for their support during her time in school, and unfortunately, Megan is in Titusville. Congratulations, Megan. Olivia Reese will graduate from the AS in nursing program with honors. During the second year of the program, she served as a peer tutor through the Academic Coaching and Tutoring Center. She is a member of the National Society of Leadership and Success and a member of Alpha Lambda Delta, which recognizes academic excellence. Her clinical instructor shared that she possesses astute clinical skills and is very mindful when providing patient care. Olivia completed an internship at UPMC Altoona during summer 2023 on a cardiothoracic step-down unit. Olivia plans to continue her education through Pitt-Bradford's RN to BSN completion program beginning in fall 2024. Congratulations, Olivia. This year's recipient of the BSN Student Nursing Award is Liam McElwain. Liam completed the AS in nursing degree from Pitt-Bradford, graduating magna cum laude in 2023. He is currently employed as a registered nurse in the emergency department at Armstrong Community Memorial Hospital. He holds certifications in advanced cardiac life support, pediatric life support, and crisis prevention. While at Pitt-Bradford, Liam served as the president of the Student Nurse Organization, was a residential advisor, and was a member of the National Society of Leadership and Success. This term, he traveled to Harrisburg as part of the professional nursing roll course to advocate for diabetes awareness in Pennsylvania. Congratulations, Liam. Each year, the biology program recognizes a graduating senior in biology who has excelled in the classroom, in the lab, and in leadership and service to their fellow students. The award is named in honor of Dr. Dick McDowell, Bachelor of Science graduate in biology and President Emeritus of the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford. This year's recipient of the Richard E. McDowell Excellence in Biological Sciences Award is Alicia Kodka. Alicia has already graduated magna cum laude, completing her BS in biology with a minor in chemistry in December. Alicia was president of the Tri Beta Biological Honor Society and vice president of the Pre-Med Club. She performed research both here and at the University of Virginia School of Medicine last summer. She served on the Cultural Festival Committee, on a faculty search committee, and as a resident advisor. She is a Watson Basecamp winner and won the UPB Excellence in Sciences Award. Alicia is EMT certified and currently works for EMS Life Team, UPMC. Congratulations, Alicia. The Matthew F. Zapel Award for Excellence in Exercise Science is named after alumnus Matthew Zapel. Matt was a sports medicine major who was awarded his degree posthumously in April 2005. During his time here, he was a member of the men's soccer team, Phi Epsilon Kappa Honors Fraternity, and he was a volunteer track coach at Bradford High. Despite his illness, he pursued his degree with courage, strength, and determination. It is with these qualities in mind that we present this award each year. This year's recipient of the Matthew F. Zapel Excellence Award is Jared L. Scarlett. Jared's academic performance was certainly excellent. He was on the dean's list all 8 semesters and will graduate summa cum laude. He is a member of Phi Epsilon Kappa, a student ambassador, a Blue and Gold Society member, and he served as a resident advisor. He was a member of the men's soccer team, was academic all-conference 4 times, and was vice president of the Student Athlete Mental Health Awareness Committee. Jared plans to attend a physical therapy program in the fall. Congratulations, Jen. Presenting the Communication and the Arts Outstanding Achievement Award, along with individual awards that fall within that division, is Nancy McCabe, Director of the Writing Program and Professor of Writing.
Thank you, Dr. Merwine. This year's recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in Communication in the Arts is Kelsey L. Brown. Kelsey Brown, who possesses the highest GPA in our division, was unanimously chosen by the Division of Communication in the Arts for this award. Professors Jeff Guterman and Bernie Young describe her as an inspiration to her peers who has not only completed her major, but also 2 minors, 2 off-site internships, and a faculty research position. She has also served on 5 different search committees all over the course of just 3 years. Her professors describe her as a student with contagious excellence and enthusiasm. Congratulations, Kelsey. This year's recipient of the Robert C. Lang Award for Music is Diane J. Knoll. Professor Regina Gabriel writes that Diane has been her voice student for 3 years. Professor Gabriel says, "It has been a joy to work with her. Diane always comes prepared to her lessons and is willing to try new things that push her out of her comfort zone. I have seen a tremendous amount of growth in our time together. This year has been a particularly fruitful one for Diane." Professor Gabriel adds, "I have been filled with joy and amazement watching her find, embrace, and use her voice as a singer." Congratulations, Diane. This year's recipient of the Robert C. Lang Award for Theater is Miranda D. Mong. Miranda, or Randy, has performed in the productions Concord Floral and The Wolves and was part of the directing and devising class where she created and performed in the recent Berlin Walls. Professor Kevin Ewert describes Randy as prepared, imaginative, inquisitive, and committed, all the qualities needed for making art in these tricky times. Since I've had Randy in class as a writing minor, I can echo that assessment. Congratulations, Randy. This year's recipient of the Robert C. Lang Award for Writing is Madeline Q. Sinkala. Maddie is a biology major and writing minor whose work has shown enormous versatility. You can find a sampling of Maddie's excellent work in the last few issues of Bailey's Beads: poetry, photography, graphic narratives, and an essay. From horror fiction to nature poetry, from a magical romance to poetry in traditional forms and accomplished essays in a variety of forms, Maddie has excelled in every class and genre, made significant contributions as an editor for Bailey's Beads, won several Bailey's Beads awards, and had a poem, Rondo for John Doe, nominated for a National AWP Award. Congratulations, Maddie. This year's recipient of the James D. Guelphy Award in Broadcast Communications is Paige E. Allen. Professor Jeff Guterman writes that Paige is an exceptional student with a near-perfect GPA who is on an accelerated path to graduate a year early from Pitt-Bradford. He calls her a remarkable team player who has been involved in multiple service learning projects, and he says she works equally well on solo projects. Paige will continue her studies in Pittsburgh this fall when she begins graduate work in Oakland's master's degree in marketing and business analytics. Congratulations, Paige. This year's recipient of the James D. Guelphy Award in Communications is Morgan J. Henry. Professor Bernie Young calls Morgan an incredibly enthused and capable communication student who has taken naturally to even the most obtuse and Byzantine theories of the field. She excels in everything she puts her mind to in the discipline and has the rare gift of being able to apply theories to seemingly irrelevant artifacts and uses them to tease out fruitful insights. Her capstone project is on the collaborative storytelling process of Dungeons and Dragons. Her goal is to pursue a PhD in communication. Congratulations, Morgan. Presenting the Outstanding Achievement Award in Management and Education, along with individual awards that fall within that division, is Dr. Shailendra Gajanan, Professor of Economics and Chair of the Management and Education Division.
Thank you, Dr. McCabe. This year's recipient of the Outstanding Achievement Award in Management and Education is Jackson McManus. Jackson has an amazing GPA of 3.97 with a dual major in management and accounting and will be graduating in 3 years. He is an AMCC All-Academic Team in men's basketball the last 3 years in Alpha Lambda Delta Honor Society, and after graduation has a job lined up with Brown Edwards, one of the top public accounting firms. We're very fortunate to have a student like Jackson McManus. Congratulations. This year's recipient of the IMA Outstanding Accounting Student Award is Rachel Mertz. Rachel has been on the Dean's List every semester and has received the Honors Convocation Award in 2022 for Junior Academic Excellence. Importantly, she spends a lot of time in volunteer work with National Honor Society at their various community venues. Great going, Rachel. Congratulations. This year's recipient of the PICPA Excellence in Accounting Award is Alison Gutowski. Alison has made the Dean's List every semester. She's a double major in accounting and management with a minor in HR. She's very active with the Student Investment Club and the Hospitality Club. Importantly, after graduation, she will start working for Alpha Precision Group in St. Mary's. All totally amazing. This year's recipient of the David L. Blackmore Award for Excellence in Business is Sarah O'Newland. Sarah is also a double major in accounting and management with a concentration in finance, with a cumulative GPA of 3.9, has been on the Dean's List every semester. She's the president of the Student Investment Club, chair of Career and Networking Committee, interns at Label Pack Automation, and has planned for an internship with Fried Maxic with a good chance of getting a full-time position there. Congratulations and all the best, Sarah. This year's recipient of the Outstanding Education Student Award is Gretchen Henneman. She graduates in April with a BA in Early Education with a GPA of 3.83. Gretchen was nominated for the award by one of her cooperating teachers, Mrs. Samantha Rinfret, a second-grade teacher at George G. Blaisdell Elementary School. Mrs. Rinfret said, "Gretchen takes great initiative in the classroom. She creates and delivers meaningful lessons. She comes to class prepared, ready to teach every day with a positive attitude. The students look forward to working with Ms. Henneman." To be considered for the award, nominated students had to submit an essay on teaching as a profession and their commitment to the field. In her essay, Gretchen writes, "Teaching my future students is not just a job. It is a privilege and an honor to be part of their story. Teaching and instilling a love for learning is the greatest gift of all." Gretchen has been a wonderful addition to our teacher education program, and we wish her the best in her future endeavors. Congratulations, Gretchen. This year's recipient of the Zipper Outstanding Computer Information Science Technology Award is Aidan M. Hullings. I'm very happy to give this award to Aidan today. He's not able to join us today since he's posted out of the country for his service with the US Army. Presenting the Outstanding Achievement Award in Physical and Computational Sciences, along with individual awards that fall within that division, is Dr. Matthew Croft, Director of Energy Institute and the Engineering Technology and Energy Programs, Associate Professor of Engineering Technology, and Chair of the Division of Physical and Computational Sciences.
Thank you, Dr. Kajanan. This year's recipient of the Outstanding Achievement Award in Physical and Computational Sciences is Olivia M. Freer. Olivia is graduating with environmental science from our division. She's a regular fixture on the dean's list. She's shown a passion for her subject matter, both with her faculty, advisors, and her cohort of students, peers. So congratulations, Olivia. This year's recipient of the American Chemical Society Award is Ryan Sutton. Ryan is also a fixture on the dean's list and does great work in all of his chemistry classes. His chemistry faculty have also shared with me he's really great in the lab and is pursuing some interests in that area with them doing research. So congratulations, Ryan. This year's recipient of the Engineering Award for two-year engineering students at transfer is Nicholas Matola. Unsurprisingly, Nick is also a fixture on the dean's list. He takes his work and his classes very seriously, keeps his professors on their toes, and is now interested in going to graduate school, I hear, as well. So congratulations, Nick.
Thank you, Dr. Croft. Please extend a round of applause for the 2024 honorary students. Let's hear it. 2024 honorary students. Now we're talking. At this time, President Esch will present the recipient of the President's Award for Excellence in Overall Performance by Staff.
Thank you, Dean Johnson. The President's Award for Excellence in Overall Performance by Staff was created to recognize staff members who demonstrate exemplary performance in executing their job responsibilities and contribute to the university in several other areas, including academic excellence, student enrollment and engagement, diversity, regional engagement and outreach, communications and visibility, financial and capital support, and campus sustainability. This year, I am pleased, and I'm going to have our recipient come forward so that she can be fully visible while I'm introducing her. Lisa, please come forward. This year, I'm pleased to announce that this year's recipient of the President's Award for Excellence in Overall Performance by Staff is Lisa Maley. Lisa is our Director of Auxiliary Services, Assistant Director of Auxiliary Services. When I was Vice President of Business Affairs for many years, I worked very closely with Lisa literally for decades, and I have always admired and appreciated her deep commitment to our campus. Lisa takes pride in her work every day, and I've said for years that if you want something to get done and get done well, you ask Lisa to do it. Her brand is going above and beyond, and that's just who she is. That's how she's wired. I'm not the only one who thinks this. Alan Hancock, who had worked with Lisa in the Panther Shop, our former bookstore, nominated Lisa for this award. In Alan's nomination, he pointed out that in addition to Lisa providing leadership in building a successful team, she did much, much, much more. For decades, Lisa advised the Pitt-Bradford Ski Club, helped to coordinate the annual spring break to Killington, Vermont. Lisa also was an adjunct instructor for ski and snowboarding classes at Pitt-Bradford and organized student trips to Holiday Valley for many years. But she has also done much more than these things that weren't in her job description. She hemmed formal dresses for students that were going to the winter formal. She hosted international and out-of-state students in her home, often letting them stay until they transitioned to careers. She visited our alumni in distant cities and countries, including attending the wedding of one of our alumni in Indonesia. And I think there are several other weddings that Lisa attended in foreign countries as well of former students. I could say that Lisa is one of our staff members who bleeds blue and gold. Lisa began her career at Pitt-Bradford in 1987 when she was hired as the assistant manager of what was then our bookstore. In just 2 years, she was promoted to manager of what became the Panther Shop, a position she held for 30 years, and manager of our mail center, and a position she continues to hold. When ownership of the Panther Shop transitioned to Follett, Lisa was named interim assistant director of auxiliary services, and within months was hired as the permanent assistant director. And I'm so proud to add that Lisa is a Pitt-Bradford alum and receiving a bachelor's degree in human relations. Please join me in congratulating Lisa Malley. Okay, we got to get a phone here. At this time, I would like to call upon Miss Regina Gabriel and the vocal ensemble to lead us in the singing of the alma mater. Will everyone please rise? And your alma mater is on the third page of your program. One more round of applause for the vocal ensemble. Please be seated. Once again, I extend sincere congratulations to the students and faculty members who were honored today for their outstanding accomplishments and contributions. One more time. The remarkable academic achievements we celebrate today result from the tireless efforts of dedicated faculty and staff. I would like to acknowledge our faculty and staff and thank them for sharing the knowledge, expertise, and guidance that stimulates the growth and development of our students. I will ask all faculty and staff members in the audience and on the stage to please stand to be recognized. I would like to take a moment at this time to acknowledge and recognize the family members and friends of the students who are being honored today. Will the family members and friends in attendance today please stand? We thank you for the encouragement and support you provided to these outstanding students. And I thank all of you for coming. Please join us for refreshments in the lobby after the ceremony. The convocation is now ended. We ask that you remain seated as the platform party processes out of the theater. Thank you for coming.